Hi everybody, it's Keith again, and this here to my right is my wife Romaine.
Hello.
She's going to help us do a craft today. What we're going to do is a Mother's Day craft and making flowers. So this is the finished product, okay? You're going to need some materials at home. Everybody drinks coffee, I believe. So what we've been using is just regular coffee filters. The large ones in particular, they're actually really good. We're also going to need some markers, as you can see, just plain ordinary everyday markers. Pipe cleaners, okay, and a squirt bottle.
Scissors.
Oh, sorry, and scissors. That's why my wife's here. Yeah. And the squirt bottle, we're just using it with water, so you just want to fill it with water. Okay. Now, when we do the craft, we're also going to, you can use paper, you can use tin foil. I'll explain later on why we require or need this. All right. So, what we want to do is, with your son or daughter, you actually want to take your coffee filters, okay? And then what you do is you just take your markers, have them scribble all over it. As you can see, my son and myself did this one yesterday. And you just scribble, you can change the colors, you can put them all together. This is the one my son did, which is kind of cool, okay? So once you have this done, remember what I explained why we have the tin foil here. We're going to take the tin foil and place the coffee filter on top of it. And we're going to take our squirt bottle and we're going to spray it, okay? You don't need to really spray it too much, but enough that you get all the surface wet. Okay? So as you can see right here, I just sprayed it. And you want to give it probably, I'd say about a couple minutes. It's going to allow the marker to bleed through. Okay? Once you've completed that,
You got a post to show them.
once you've completed that, this is one that me and Christian did yesterday. As you can see, we just took the marker, scribbled all over, and then it created this here. Now, what I'm going to get my wife to do is I'm going to get her to take this one here, and she's going to actually make a flower out of it. Okay?
What you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half so that you end up with a half circle. Then you're going to fold it again in half so that you have a quarter circle. You're going to fold it again. So now it's folded into 8. You want to hold the little tip with your fingers, and with your scissors, you're going to cut a shape out of here. You can make it rounded, you make it look like a rose, you can just make little cuts and frillies and make it like a chrysanthemum, or you can cut it jiggity jaggedy, any way you want to cut it. I'm just going to cut a couple pieces out here. Just to give it some definition.
So as my wife's cutting this out, some of you might not have some scissors at home that are adapted for your child. So if you want, I would prefer that you would probably do it yourselves when it comes to cutting out. As you can see, one of the flowers here, we didn't actually use any scissors. It was just a lot of crumpling it up and just making it and forming it into a flower.
Once you've got your shape cut out, I don't know if you can see that. You're going to unfold it, and you'll see that you got a fancy fringe on it. Now it looks like a big sun. And you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut from the edge on one of the little folds, from the edge of the fold into the very center. So now we got it cut. What you're going to do is you're going to just twist the flower around to make it look like a trumpet. We're making a lily. So now you got a cone. You've got all these little fringes and they look like lilies. Pinch the bottom corner and give it a little twist. That's just going to secure the shape. And then we're going to take a pipe cleaner. And you're going to bend it and fold it in half. And the little corner of your flower, point of your flower, is going to go into the crook of your pipe cleaner. So there's a little tag hanging out. And you're going to twist the pipe cleaner really, really tightly around the little point. And then you're going to straighten it out. The next easy thing is just to wrap the two pipe cleaner halves around each other so you make a perfect stem. Now if you have construction paper, you can make little leaves and you can put them in between the pipe cleaners as you twist them. They're pretty simple. So now we have a lily, we have a rose, and we have a chrysanthemum or a carnation to go into our vase.
And that's how you make a flower using
Coffee filters.
coffee filters, markers, and water, and a pipe cleaner. So hopefully you enjoyed this craft. It's a Mother's Day idea. It's something for spring or a friend if you want to give to a friend. Thank you very much for joining us, and I'd like to thank Romaine for actually helping me out how to do this craft. And the next time we talk, I believe me and my son are going to sing some songs, and hopefully you enjoy it. Have a good day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.